The American Revolution began in the Renaissance. Imagine the American Revolution without gunpowder. No muskets at Lexington and Concord, no colonial infantry exchanging fire with British regulars, no artillery at Yorktown. Now take away the printing press. No newspapers spreading revolutionary arguments from colony to colony. No thousands upon thousands of copies of Thomas Paine's Common Sense. No cheap, rapid way for an argument written in one town to become a political conversation hundreds of miles away. Now take away something even more fundamental. Reliable transatlantic travel. Europeans had reached North America centuries earlier. Around the year 1000, Leif Erikson and other Norse explorers established a settlement in Newfoundland. It didn't last. Without the revolution in ships, navigation, maps, commerce, and ocean-going logistics that followed, perhaps that's the pattern that continues. Europeans arrive occasionally and leave. No sustained European colonization on anything resembling the historical scale. No 13 colonies. No 13 colonies means there is nothing to revolt against Britain in 1776. The American Revolution is over before it ever begins. So why am I talking about the American Revolution in a series about the Renaissance? Because history doesn't happen in neat little boxes. The printing press didn't cause the American Revolution. Gunpowder didn't cause it. Improved navigation and ocean-going ships didn't cause it. But eventually, those developments met. They met in a population on the other side of the Atlantic capable of reading an argument for revolution and fighting one. And that's the Renaissance story I want to tell. The Renaissance wasn't one invention. It wasn't one genius. It wasn't Leonardo da Vinci suddenly waking Europe from a 1,000-year sleep. Something much more interesting happened. Developments began amplifying one another. Better printing spread ideas. Ideas improved mathematics. Mathematics improved navigation. Navigation expanded trade. Trade generated wealth. Wealth financed artists, engineers, and explorers. Artists studied geometry and anatomy. Engineers built better machines and instruments. Better instruments produced better observations. And better observations began challenging things people had believed for centuries. Each change made other changes more powerful. The feedback loop accelerated. And between roughly 1400 and 1520, Europe began crossing what I call a Dorothy threshold, a point after which so many things are changing simultaneously that going back to the old world becomes increasingly difficult. So we're going back to Italy, to Roman ruins, to fragmented city-states, to bankers, artists, engineers, merchants, navigators, soldiers, and people crazy enough to build a cathedral they didn't yet know how to put a roof on. Because in 1400, the house was beginning to shake. And by 1520? Dorothy hadn't reached Oz yet, but the house was already airborne.